Hey guys, welcome to Good News York. This is a great day. We've got a guest. It's not just me and this knucklehead here.
No. Why would you call our guest a knucklehead? That's unbelievable.
See, I'm Matt Major, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm Mike Brindisi, and this is our guest. Please.
I'm Zach Premo,
Zach
president
Premo.
of Ads on the Go.
And Zach, we're fairly new, but I think Matt, I'll speak for Matt on this. You officially have made the greatest entrance possible as a guest. You want to tell him what, I mean, I've never heard your voice full of that. You screamed today.
I wasn't sure how long it would last. That's why I had to, there had to be some urgency. But so I'm sitting in my office, which for folks who don't know where our studio is, my office sits in the front of the place, and I got a window that faces the parking lot.
So if you're aiming, go for that window.
Yeah, and I sit far enough back. And down the hall is the studio here where Mike and Danny have been working and getting ready to roll with the show. I see Zach roll up in his truck, which we haven't even dug into this yet.
I know.
It's a mobile billboard business, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And on the side of a box truck is a video screen, for lack of a better term. But I look out the window, and all I see is the Good News York logo and a video screen in my parking lot.
And then Danny and I hear, guys, oh, you gotta come out
Get out here quick.
I thought there was a 5-car pileup.
Like when there's the ice cream truck.
Well, it was very much like that, but it's better. And then sure enough, we're running out. What? And we just see Good News York go by. I'm like, are we moving? What's going on? Yeah. So, dude, I don't think that's ever going to be topped.
No. He won.
What an entrance. Let's talk about it.
So yeah, Zach, let's back up a little bit. Tell us what you do in general.
All right. I run a digital mobile billboard business, and there's two sides to the business. All right. One side, trucks driving its consistent route, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week in the local market of North Syracuse, Cicero, Liverpool, Clay, a little bit. You know, that 1131 is just, it's disgusting how much traffic is over there. Yeah. But we love it. We're all about it.
Yeah.
So it drives all throughout there. We get clients on there. Subscription advertising is what we call it. All right. The other side of it is renting our truck by the hour for campaigns, events, birthday parties.
Oh, wow.
We got 3 speakers on each side. You can play Mario Kart on it.
Okay.
We've done live concerts. There's no limit to what we can put on any of those 3 screens.
This whole interview.
So this is
Mario.
This is not like the traditional billboard that's literally just a static image. You got full-on video screens.
Absolutely. We live in the most distracted world possible. Sure. So we have to continuously get in front of people in a way that they can't skip it. You can't look past it. Right. We have an ad on the truck that rolls, and it's got the YouTube skip button. You can't skip our ad. It's something that you cannot look away from. It's different. It's right in front of your face.
My kids would hate your truck. Like, this ad, I can't skip it.
No, it depends on how you look at it, though, because look at the excitement that you guys had just from this morning seeing your business on there.
It was
really cool.
It was pure excitement. This is not a joke. We were literally like children. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. You don't get that excitement with a lot of different traditional advertising methods.
No.
We're so used to them.
Yeah.
We're so blind and fatigued by the just clutter that we see every day. Around 10,000, by the way, which is insane.
Wow.
So you look at traffic through a different lens then. Because we all look traffic in the traditional way, like, oh, God damn it. So when you see traffic, do you find yourself going, yeah, this is annoying, but I look at this as a business opportunity?
It's bored eyes. These are people
that's your audience, right?
They're thinking about their day. So a lot of these people, especially in the rush hour traffic, when, the morning and the afternoon or evening or whatever, a lot of these people are making their trip back to home or to work. Sure. They do it 10 times a week. And every time you're an autopilot.
Yeah.
I drive home. I park my car in Cicero. That's where we keep the truck. I drive from Cicero to Liverpool, and I will literally just think about my day, and I'll get there, and I'll be like, I don't even remember passing through Cicero, Liverpool.
I've done that.
Autopilot. You zone out because you're so used to it.
I blacked out the entire car. I'm sober, but I literally don't remember driving.
Did I go through that light?
I don't exactly. Like, I hope that was a speed bump.
Right.
No, but that's where we get you. That our truck comes by you, and it uses the same psychology as police sirens. When that LED screen flashes, it's pattern disruption. It's disrupting that everyday pattern of driving home, thinking about your day. But now all of a sudden, there's this big, just bright, exciting thing in front of your face, and you're going to look at it. A lot of people have a very positive outlook of it. And then even the people who are like, oh, it's just another ad, they're still looking at it.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
still watching it. And because of that, we have a 97% recall rate. It's very, and that's from Nielsen statistics too.
Wow.
So it's just, people see it. It's guaranteed impressions.
Brilliant.
You know what's interesting is this is something that actually I feel like our buddy Dylan was talking about recently with a company that took their work vans and did a full color, really beautiful wrap. And their business grew exponentially. And I know this is true. Our good buddies that own Hummingbird Heating, they did the same rebranding with the most gorgeous, very bright, vibrant colors that cover everything.
Like
Every
the old
inch of
radio
vehicle.
station vans.
Yeah, but instead of just sticking WKTV
Garth
on or whatever,
Brooks.
it's literally a full color, bright, grab your attention wrap. And so you have that ability to almost like a chameleon put anything
Absolutely.
on that. So
Yeah, Hummingbird, I believe they're the best branding of Syracuse, without a doubt. I mean,
They've done
I
an
just
incredible job.
love how they do it.
And they'll tell you, we'll have them on the show soon, but they're happy to tell the story of how much that specific branding effort has helped their business.
Absolutely.
In direct effect.
It's all about being different.
Yeah.
You know, we never beat our competition or beat anybody by being better. We
Yeah.
can, but you beat them by being different, offering
Sure.
it in a different way, looking at it in a different way, and you're gonna get people's attention so much more that way.
So let's talk about that for a minute. Who is your competition? And obviously, I'm sure it's the traditional billboards, but are there other mobile billboards around the area that?
So there are sporadically, there will be some, like, usually there's not. I know there's not one in Rochester because we get a lot of demand to go out to Rochester.
Oh, wow.
I got some good connect. Bob Johnson and other car dealerships really want us to go out there and show them off. There's one in Buffalo, a little bit of a bigger company, and then New York City.
Wow.
As far as I'm aware, consistently, there's not really any other places in New York State
Wow.
where nobody's ever done the subscription advertising model either. That's
Oh, wow.
something that we came up with 2 years ago.
So talk about that a little more. What is that? How is that different than what you normally?
So I really wanted to offer small businesses an opportunity to stand out because a lot of these advertising methods are really geared towards these big, large corporations.
Right.
They'll sell, some billboard companies will sell a 5-year campaign to McDonald's before they even think about going to a local business. And I get it. It's
Sure.
business, all right?
Sure.
That's what we do. But they don't really have an opportunity to stand out for less than $2,000 and reach the amount of people that we can reach for them.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they're going to have to sign a 3, 6, 9-month contract.
I see.
$500 is enough to crumble a small business, let alone
Sure.
a couple thousand. So we really wanted to offer small businesses an opportunity to stand up or to stand out. It's in that consistent local area, like the times I said, and small businesses can get on for $349 a month, no contracts, no commitments, and you're getting 2,000 ad plays minimum per block. And again, this whole idea is to really empower and uplift small businesses.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're the best thing in this country.
Right.
We work with each other. We want to help each other. Just
People need
it's
people.
insane.
And we need
So-
to remember that. Yeah.
How does that? Tell me a little bit more about that. So how does that work in terms of your impressions, or what does that translate in terms of people might see my ad?
Absolutely. So statistically, we show about 14,000 impressions per block, so per 349. We sell them in blocks of advertising.
Gotcha.
Essentially ad slots.
I see.
So you can buy one for 349. I've worked with companies like Auburn Auto Group that are like, let me get 15 of them because I want to
Sure.
be showing up every 20 seconds. I want to be
Gotcha.
showing up every 6 seconds, whatever it is. But so we really offer an opportunity for the smaller businesses, for the big businesses, for everybody in between. The whole idea was just giving them that platform to be able to be different from their competition, stand out.
Awesome.
What a brilliant business model, because you're essentially saying, I'm sure there's been small business owners that drive by these giant billboards on 81 and wherever else, and they're going, man, we just don't have the capital for something like that, but that could really help us. And you're the guy coming in and going, hey, not only can I do that, but we can maybe even do it better because ours travels. Ours is digital.
Exactly. We're in front of your face.
And now you pulled it in the truck, and I don't want to jump too far ahead. Do you have stationary digital billboards as well as the truck? Is it both? How does that work?
So the truck is literally, it's a digital billboard built into a truck. So we built signs and billboards with the same technology. It's not exactly like our number one thing, but it's the same technology.
Sure.
We built one in Crowdy Johns on 31 right there in Cicero.
Oh, wow.
And we built one in the square in Watertown. Most of that stuff was in Watertown because that's where we actually came from.
Okay.
I moved right from there right to here within a 24-hour notice. We started driving down. And when I say Watertown, like Clayton, like I'm from north.
So you're Canadian, basically.
I was commuting, right? So we were commuting like an hour and 30 minutes every single morning. And it's about 4 days till we realized this thing was going to take off. Because we were doing the same thing in Watertown for 3 years, 2 years, whatever it was. And if you can have a successful business in Watertown like that, then you can have a successful business here.
Sure.
But yeah, I can't remember where my train of thought was there.
Well, it was just that if it's just the stationary digital billboards or the truck as well, what's the business model? What are the pricing options or the options, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
In terms of
do you have more than one truck?
Right now, we just have one truck.
Yeah.
So I actually very recently just bought out my old business partner with a local investor.
Oh, wow.
We've been known as Pixelit for the last couple of years in this area. And it was one of those things where the visions don't exactly align. So I took a step back and I left and I got into real estate for a little bit. And then I saw my opportunity to come in, buy the truck out from Syracuse and start regrowing the business.
Gotcha.
So we're really hitting hard on that mission of helping small businesses stand out. The reality is we could easily be making more money by looking for those McDonald's, looking for those. It would take longer, certainly. But I definitely have a lot of those connections being in the business for the last 2 years, whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where do you see this going? What are the next steps for your business?
I personally think I think places like Syracuse, Rochester, I think these are places big enough to justify having at least one of them. I think there's definitely an area where when we were Pixelit, we had 3 of them in the Syracuse market hitting East Syracuse, North Syracuse, Camillus, Fairmount, so hitting the West Syracuse area a little bit. I think I see a way where there's a couple of them per area, but I really think that the future holds different things like this in every city. Again, it's just as we keep getting more distracted, we're going to have to keep thinking and finding out ways that are really going to stand out. And as technology develops, these things get cheaper and cheaper to make. 3 years ago, when I got hired by the company as a salesman, I think the trucks probably cost like $219,000 to build. Now you can get a truck for $165,000. So they're gonna keep getting cheaper and cheaper. Technology has a way of really.
And so you said this is something that you've put together. This wasn't like a truck that you buy from a Billboard truck company.
So it definitely wasn't me. This was my partner's expertise. They so this whole company started as a franchising model that built the trucks as well. So they built about 30 trucks. It was you buy a Ford Transit, you take it to Buffalo, they put a hard shell on it, and then you just cut into it. We put our technology in there a couple months. It was definitely way cheaper than ordering a custom build one at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm on Shark Tank.
That's incredible.
Do you have a patent on that technology? Do you have a patent?
It's actually, they all operate very similarly. They're all like, again, it's literally a digital billboard.
Yeah.
It's a sign. It's the same thing.
It's one of these, basically.
Absolutely. I can
outdoor
change that
version.
from my phone or my computer,
Seriously.
just like how you can change something like
Yeah.
that. You know, it's Opti signs. It's what most people use for restaurant menus.
Gotcha.
You know, I was just talking about this on the show not long ago. We're in such a weird time. Everyone knows technology's rapidly changing. Things are crazy. It's overwhelming. There's oversaturation of media. But I always say that, but if you really zoom out long term on the timeline of the universe, right?
Yeah.
This is actually an exciting time where you can, there's a lot of opportunity to make money and find holes in the market that for things that have not been done. And that's exactly what you're doing. And I'm very impressed with that. Not only did you take the leap of faith to start a business, that's its own monster, but you found a hole in the market and look at you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
it's
actually,
awesome.
so like this whole thing's been, you know, how as an entrepreneur, you just get one of those things that never get out of your mind.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there. Even the time I tried to leave it, it will never leave me. I was introduced to this thing, and I was in community college in Watertown, New York. They came in for business seminar, and they presented their idea.
Oh, wow.
And I wasn't at all part of the company. They were doing the franchising and the manufacturing, and I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I had to be a part of it somehow, some way, and I just kept putting myself in front of those two owners until they hired me for sales. And I mean, it started as a love. Like it truly is a love for
that community college should have a digital billboard of you in front of their college saying, "This is look at our guy."
They were a big advertiser of us. Actually.
Were they really?
Yes, they were. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, they did, and they
That's
even
awesome.
wrote a nice article about me and everything.
Great.
They were very supportive about
Deserve
that
that.
whole thing because I left to pursue it. So I'm probably like 2 classes away from graduating right now, but whatever.
You can always go back. You can always go back.
You can never come back to an opportunity, though. At least not the same one, not the same type, not the same time.
Strike while the iron's hot, as they
love
say.
that.
All the cliches.
100%.
I love that. That is so cool, man. I had another question.
I got, you know me, I got a bunch. I asked it earlier, but I want to circle back because I feel like I derailed you for a second. What I meant are all of your signs like on moving vehicles, or do you have digital billboards on highways? I should have asked it better. I apologize.
So the idea is I really do want to build a couple things like that around this concept because I want to continually grow and make this idea better and better, whether it's by implementing things like signs and billboards or whether it's implementing things like these Bluetooth beacons I've been playing with heavy that are going to be able to send ads to their phones later in the day of the ads that they saw right there.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot of things that I believe can be added on to this service. I don't know about billboards specifically just because the whole thing about our business is I really want to be different.
Sure. It's your niche.
Yeah. Because it just
Those guys do that. They do a good job, and
they're awesome.
you do the different thing.
And
Yeah.
billboards are amazing. They're so noticeable. They're less noticeable when there's 8 to 10 of them that you pass in that short period of time, and they're all the way up there. One lady one time asked me, I've been in this area for 2 years, and I had one objection. It's like, how do you not think that this is the most distracting thing ever, blah, blah. She's getting really upset about it. And I looked at her, I was like, do you genuinely think that this in front of your face is more distracting than those billboards all the way up there that you got to crank your neck to look at?
Right,
And what,
yeah.
I mean, there's no way. We're keeping your eyes on the road.
Yeah.
It's right there. We're eye level with you.
Yeah.
We're not causing any more distraction than everything else in this world.
Yeah.
Are there regulations and laws that you had to work around, or because it's a world I never thought of, like insurance? I can imagine what you're paying insurance, and then the idea of like distracted driving and combating that. Like, how do you navigate through that?
So the first thing I did when I came to this area was go to the police stations, go to the Chamber of Commerce's, and I wanted to really provide value to those people. Sure. We'll do movies for the town of Cicero. I've done free parades for them before. We want to be an asset to the community. We're not a faceless company that's just here to advertise to their people. No, we are genuinely helping these small businesses around. And I've never had a problem. I'm very grateful, knock on wood. And I believe it really is because we try to do the right thing and we try to help these small businesses out. And the town of Cicero is an amazing place.
That's great.
Is never going to be upset by that. We've worked with them multiple times, and I'm very grateful for them.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Awesome. What are some any particular events, special things that you have coming up that we should talk about, folks should know about?
Oh my gosh. Every parade within a 90-mile radius we're going to be at because we are the best float in any parade.
Yeah.
Right? It's awesome. We got the 3 speakers, like I said. So
Are you representing yourself or do you have customers?
I don't, this is
How does that work?
early stages.
Gotcha.
So I got to find them. I got to book them. I got to get us in there. We're 3 weeks and 3 days back into this. So
Right.
like I've only been back at it for another 3 weeks. So that's going to be coming down the line
Oh,
a
it's
little
seasonal.
bit. Yeah. No, it's not seasonal. It's just 3 weeks ago is when we bought my own partner out.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
I didn't realize you were that. Okay.
We're talking
That's
new,
awesome.
new.
Yes. We just
I love it.
rebranded. I left back
gotcha.
in September, but before that I was doing it for 2 years.
Got-
We're just right back into the new brand. We don't even have stickers on the new truck yet. We're still- but we didn't want to wait around.
Yeah.
We're ready to get out there.
That's awesome.
Do you, it's what, talking about, you're driving around, you got this mobile billboard. What do you tell your customers? Do they, what's your routine? Do you have a certain route you go? Do they pay for busier routes? How does that all work? That part fascinating.
So it's a consistent route because if you are ever near Cicero or North Syracuse, you know that the 1131 roads are non-stop. They are
Keep hearing about that.
ridiculous. I love it. It's crazy. Though. It's something.
You're the only one that loves it.
person serves
The-
that.
and the last.
I love
It's
it.
awesome. And it will only get more busy.
Yeah.
It's only, even in the last 2 years, I think the Syracuse highway reconstruction had something to do with it.
Micron coming. It's big
Yeah.
for
It's
everything.
crazy. I was trying to leave work yesterday, and I'm driving the truck, finishing up because I'm driving a lot right now. We got a part-time driver, but right now it's like
Gotcha.
keep the costs as low as possible.
Yeah, sure.
And I was trying to get back to where we park our truck because it took me 20 minutes to get there, and it was like a quarter mile away because it's just consistent traffic.
Yeah.
It's insane. So we stick to that route primarily. If they want to be outside of that route, they're going to rent us for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and they're going to hit it during
see.
like a weekend or rush hour traffic on a Friday, whatever it is.
So if somebody wants something unique, they can pay for that and you'll...
We will come to any market.
Drive
We'll
around.
provide a driver. We'll park it. We'll drive it wherever we want to go. So that goes for events. That goes for sales. That goes for campaigns. St. Joseph's in the past they've hired us a lot to drive around the JMA Dome and play nursing ads and stuff like that. So
Like the way on the beach, there's always the plane with the banner.
yeah, absolutely.
That's the ground version.
Dude,
my
way to think of it.
my wheels are spinning for us.
Any
To work together.
crowd you want.
What if
to
we
be
did
in.
like a gaming night where you could do a Call of Duty tournament on the freaking thing, or a movie night?
Danny's head's exploding back there. I can already see it.
I'm talking to a
I know.
college right now actually about doing their esports in the square.
Absolutely.
There's some
So
fun
many
stuff
options.
there.
You because it's all self-contained, you could literally bring that thing in the middle of the field, right? And
Absolutely. Yeah, we got a
basically set up a whole everything with no electricity and everything.
big fat generator in the back of it.
Wow.
That provides all the power. They can almost every component can be. The truck doesn't even have to be on for the screens to play.
That's
There's-
awesome.
We tried to really separate it so we can
That makes
leave
sense.
it parked somewhere
Yeah.
for 10 hours if we need to. We've had it left at like a Styx concert before.
Wow.
That was one of my creating a graphic for Styx was a fun
Yeah.
one. No, that's one of the ones where it's
Is it a static image or is it almost like a video clip or something? That
It's a static image, but we will do videos. We
Gotcha.
will do. I just made a nice video for Treasure Lily and Cicero, a nice, just showing off what she has. Well, the top is all her information.
Gotcha.
So there's really.
How long is an impression?
We keep the ads on for about 6 or 7 seconds
Okay.
because 6 to 9 seconds
So it's a
is that
Vine.
97% recall rate. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
That's it long enough to really gather the information.
Yeah.
But we want it short enough to where that LED flash is
Might
consistent.
see more than one.
Yeah, and it's going to consistently, because it's the flash that catches your
see.
eye, or catches your peripheral vision
Yeah.
if you're not facing us directly.
Gotcha.
I'm going to ask the question that everyone watching is going to want to know. Have you ever driven by like an ex-girlfriend's house
Yes.
just with a big middle finger on there, or look what you missed out on? Have you
So
ever
I
done
make
a
that-
revenge tour? Or?
I make that joke all the time
Oh,
because I'm like, how great would it be if we just create a separate company we'll just put
There's
a
a
picture of
market.
your face up there and just drive around our house for 8 hours.
Oh,
right?
there's a revenge market, my friend. There's people you can get a hold of where you can mail poop to.
Yeah.
You can mail
Different
like
animal poop.
fake.
I was thinking even business competition. Though. You literally just put your ad
100
park in front of their shop.
I've done that a little less subtle.
Yeah,
A little less. Not. I'll drive around the block. Whatever. We're all about a healthy competition,
Yeah,
right? Because that's what it is at the end of the day. But speaking of different uses like that, April Fool's Day is one of my favorites.
That's coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So we did when we were a bigger company doing the franchising and sales. Our old COO, we put him on the truck in Watertown. We put professional cuddler, his picture, his personal phone number, which we probably should not use his personal one because he
Ballsy.
did get a lot of calls.
That's
It was a
fantastic.
good deal,
lot of people wanna cuddle.
$29.95. So of course he's gonna get those calls.
Yeah.
And it's Watertown. So, yeah.
You need some cuddling.
Yeah, look, people need to cuddle.
It might be
Just
a whole,
small
you might
price
have stumbled
to
on a
pay.
whole other service.
$30.
I'm in the wrong business now.
Mike's, I got a new sidekick.
Yeah. You think I'm interviewing you? I'm writing all this stuff down. No, I'm kidding.
Mike's sitting here thinking, I'll do it for 19.
Yeah, fuck, I'll cuddle with Matt for free.
It's smaller.
Enter the market.
That's right.
Zach, give people the plugs, the website,
man.
phone number, whatever the best way is to
Yep.
find you.
So our website's under construction right now. All right, it's going to be getadsonthego.com, but right now you can look us up on Facebook, Get Ads on the Go, or Ads on the Go.
Get
right?
ads on the go?
Just Ads on the Go for
Ads
Facebook.
on the go for
Yeah, yeah,
Facebook. But
yeah.
website was Get Ads on the Go.
Correct, yes.
I want to make sure I reiterate because when we were talking, I wrote it wrong the first.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay.
That's predominantly because the guy who owns Ads on the Go wants $25,000 for it. So
Yeah.
Wow.
you got to love it.
Yeah.
Those
No.
domain guys are great.
Yeah. So I'll just add the Get.
There you go. Love it.
I love that, man. And
Oh, they can also give us a call, 315-816-0633. Answer any questions all time of the day. Whatever it is, wherever you want to be, we can make it happen.
that's
It's
awesome.
fascinating.
Check this guy out, Zach. We will have you back here anytime you got something cool going on. You want to talk about it. We are more than happy to
Yeah.
bring you on Good News York.
Thank
This is
you
just
very
fun.
much.
And
It is fun.
it's the whole point of what we're doing here is talking to businesses that folks
Yeah.
might not know are around. Although
Absolutely.
your whole existence makes people know you're around. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is awesome, man. And we love to see you. And folks, if you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, I really encourage you to check out the video on YouTube or any of our Facebook so you can actually see. We've got some photos of the Good News York
Yeah.
stuff on his truck, and
See-
it's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
You can see why we were acting like
Yeah, you can see
10-year-old
why I
kids.
shrieked like a little girl.
You really did shriek. And you know what? It was warranted.
guys!
GetAdsOnTheGo.com. It's under construction, but that'll be up. And then on
We got a landing
Facebook,
page
Ads
there,
on
yeah.
the Go. And look, you'll be supporting a local business, and that's all Zach is doing is supporting local business. So everybody wins, man.
That's
We'll
our
get you
kinda
seen.
deal.
That's our deal.
All right.
All right.
Guys, we'll be back with some more Good News York
Yes.
in just a little bit.
Welcome back to Good News York. Great episode. Zach from GetAdsOnTheGo.com or Ads on the Go on Facebook. Just an insane business model. We went outside after the interview and played around inside the truck, outside of the truck. We're going to post all that. But we will definitely be working with him in the future because there's a goddamn video screen on a truck, and I'm like a 10-year-old. So the wheels are turning. Who knows? Maybe we'll do Call of Duty tournaments. Maybe we'll do a movie night. Maybe who knows what we're going to do. But stay tuned for that. I do want to mention one of the things we like to do here on Good News York is connect employees with employers and vice versa. A while back, we had Kelly Beer from New Attitude Salon on. She was with Phil Farda. She is looking for a massage therapist, a nail tech, hairdresser. She's got a booth for rent. Kelly Beer, just like the stuff you drink, BEER. You can give her a call at 315-292-4319. New Attitude Salon in Barneveld, New York. She's looking for some help. And I also wanted to mention that AC Slater, Mario Lopez, has been spotted in Buffalo this past week, and he's not trying to hide it. He is posting social media videos. He's shooting a Lifetime movie about the Bills, which sounds weird. Not for me. I'm a gigantic Bills fan. But they did some sort of weird Lifetime movie about the Kansas City Chiefs for the holidays last year, and now the Bills have been slated to be the next holiday Lifetime movie. I never thought I'd say that in my lifetime. He's been posting on social media, so if you're in the Buffalo area, he's around. Look for him. But the only thing that bothers me is in every damn video, he's complaining about how cold it is. Dude, we get it. Yes, we know it's cold. We live here. So check that out. Maybe he's the good juju that the Bills have needed to win the Super Bowl. Who knows? Little AC Slater action. And by the way, he hasn't aged a goddamn day. I don't know if it's oil of Olay. I don't know what it is. But when I tell you the man has not aged one day, even John Stamos has aged a day or two. I saw him recently. I was like, oh my God, he's finally starting to look like he's aging a little bit. He still looks great. Mario Lopez, he still looks like AC Slater. So with that, I do want to say this is my favorite time of the year for sports. We've got the Masters coming up. We're in the middle of March Madness. We've got opening day, which I think is today for baseball. And we've got the NFL draft. I'm a huge draft dork. Right into the show. If that's something you want to talk about, if there's enough demand for it, I'm all in. I'm a draft dork. I could talk NFL all day. I could talk sports all day, but specifically NFL. I could even turn this into a draft board. Follow me on social media at Mike B TV. That's Mike B TEEVEE. On all social media, I post things about sports all the time, so maybe we'll get something going. Thank you to our producer, Danny Tripodi, my friend Matt, my co-host, who is, where the hell are you? I thought you were here the whole time. No, he's off doing something to change the world. So I'm closing us out here on Good News York for the week. We'll be back Monday. Remember, Good News York airs every Monday through Thursday at 5 p.m. goodnewsyork.com. And you can hear us on anywhere and everywhere that you get podcasts. So Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, the whole deal. From all of us here at Good News York, have a great weekend. We love you. Go Bills.